One. Hey guys, it's Samp, it's Chance, and guys, we are here for the Crown Jewel preview. Chance, how are you, buddy?
Doing pretty good. How about yourself?
Can't complain, my friend. Can't complain. It is, well, let's call it what it is. It's Halloween, man. We're 2 days away from Crown Jewel. Happy Diwali to everyone out there as well. If you're celebrating, this year, Diwali is interesting because half the people believe it's on the 31st, the other half believe it's on the 1st. Now, just to clarify, I think the half that believes it's on the 1st are all the people at the temple because with Halloween, I don't know how busy the temples are going to be tonight. So I think the temples are saying, oh, it goes into the first, so they can have everyone come out there. But anyways, I just wanted to throw that out there. But again, happy Halloween, happy Diwali to everyone. But yeah, we're here for Crown Jewel 2024 Saudi Arabia. Here we go, Mr. Chance Michaels. Let's start with this one here. Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens. Interesting match. I mean, it's a grudge match of sorts. So it's just something for each guy to do until they kind of find what their next storyline is going to be. But I have a feeling Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes is probably going to take the center stage after this one. Match itself, I think I'm going to go Kevin Owens, man. I just think because of the way he's building up his character and everything, I think he needs to win more just for character development than Randy does per se. So I'm probably just going to go Kevin Owens on this one. Your thoughts?
My first thoughts about this match: why? I don't want to see this match. I'm tired of seeing Kevin Owens every time. He always gets a top match in all the pay-per-views. I don't enjoy his work. Don't enjoy anything about him. Make a prediction. Yeah, Kevin Owens is going to win because he's going to go against Cody Rhodes. They're building up for that. Randy doesn't need it, like you said. It'll be a decent match, but this is the least match I'm looking forward to on the card because he's tired of Owens. I think he needs a little break. His stick's getting kind of tiresome to me, but that's just me. But I got Owens. He's gonna get the win.
I think this one's gonna have, in my opinion, anyways. I don't know, but I just have a feeling this one's gonna have the best storytelling, the best expressions, just because of just the way they work together. So, and they've been together for a while, so I'm expecting a good match. But yeah, I agree with you. I mean, since WrestleMania, before WrestleMania this year, we've been just over flooded and overstuffed with Kevin Owens
And
and
there's
Randy
so many
Orton.
younger good. Kevin's almost 40. There's so many good younger talents that they could be utilizing. They're sitting on
Yeah,
the sidelines while this guy
yeah.
comes out there. So, but
We'll
yeah,
see how
Owens
it
gets the
plays
win.
out. All right, man. Six-man tag team match. Roman Reigns, Jimmy Uso versus the Bloodline, Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, and Tonga Loa, and maybe Jacob Fatu. I'm not sure which one's going to take the place of who, but we're looking at the former tag team champions with Solo Sikoa against the old Bloodline. This is the beginning of it all, man. This is where we start the road to War Games. And just on a side note, we saw the emergence of Sami Zayn now. Eventually he will join them. But I mean, as it looks right now, it looks like they don't trust him and he's not part of the family. And the way SmackDown went off the air, or was it Raw? Was Raw
Raw.
with him talking to Solo at the car. So I mean, perception is everything. It's what you see, right? So in this one, I'm going Bloodline, Solo and crew. I think they're gonna win. I think it's only fitting that they win just to keep the story going. It doesn't make sense having Roman and them win right now, only for the fact that they're gonna get that victory at War Games. So I'm going Bloodline here, man. I could be wrong, but I'm going with Solo and those guys just to keep the momentum and the story keep going. So, you know, that's the way I see it.
Pretty confident that you're wrong on this one. It's going to be Roman Reigns. It's going to be the Usos. Usos just lost their belts. Roman Reigns just came back. Um, they want to keep pumping Roman up, pumping him up. You know what I mean? Getting him ready for a big WrestleMania match. There's only a few months off.
Yeah.
I don't. The Bloodline doesn't need it. They're good heels. I think it's better if Roman and the Usos win because we go into War Games with them saying, "You beat us this time." The new Bloodline will beat them at War Games. Right now, at Crown Jewel, we're going to see Roman Reigns and Usos. I think they're going to take it. I'm pretty
Oh,
confident in
that's
that.
something really interesting here because we were opposite on both sides. I think it's
Yep.
the other way around. We'll see how it plays out, man. I mean, who
Just
knows?
because they just lost their belts and Roman just came back, I don't see why they're going to lose again. It would be too much losing, I think. And Roman just came back. Not that he needs it, but you want to keep him really hot and keep boosting up for a big main event at Mania, and losing to his old crew. I don't think helps him. Not at Crown Jewel. They'll save that for War Games. We'll
You know,
see.
even if they lose, it doesn't have to be Roman necessarily who gets the pin. It could be Jimmy or Jay, right? So I
It doesn't
mean,
matter who gets the pin. You win as a team, you lose as a
across the
team here,
board,
right?
all the guys have lost all their titles going into this match. No one has
Yeah.
the title anymore, right?
So
So I mean,
that's exactly what I'm saying. So because of that, Roman and Usos will take it. They're going to start building Usos back up, get Roman back up there, and I'm pretty. This is my most confident pick on this one. I like Roman and Usos to take this.
should we do a a Coke Zero versus Pepsi Zero bet here?
Sure. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
done. All
Done.
right, good. Let's do that. Let's do that. All right, let's get into the next one here. The WWE Women Tag Team Championship Fatal Four-Way Match, man. Jade Cargill, Bianca champions are defending against Damage Control, Kari Zane, Io Sky against Metaphor, Lash Legend, and Jakara Jackson, and Chelsea Green and Piper Niven. So we got, I don't know, this is gonna be a fun match here, man. It's kind of interesting. I mean, I like the Metaphor. I like Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson, but I'm not saying they're going to win. I think at the end of the day here, if there's going to be an upset here, it should probably be Chelsea and Piper winning it. I mean, they've kind of been nipping at the heels, and it kind of be interesting, if that happened. But, you know, I think it's Bianca and Jade to lose, right? I think Bianca and Jade walk out of it, but I wouldn't be surprised if Chelsea and Piper win. I'm not going to give it to the other two.
So what's the pick?
My pick?
Yeah. You got to make a pick. That's not a pick.
Nah, I know it's not a pick. I'm trying
Yeah.
to walk around it. You know what? I want to go Chelsea and Chelsea and Piper here. I don't know why. I just have a feeling. I mean, it's going to be a victory by where one of the other two teams does the damage and they sneak in and get it. Very Chelsea Green like. So it'd be kind of fun to have the titles on them. It'd be more interesting, I think. And I think just be more fun with them right now. I don't think the other two need it right now.
So I got Bianca and Jade, and I'll tell you why.
Why?
They're on their second run now,
Mhm.
coming back together. They're getting hot. They're getting over again. I think they need the belts, especially Jade, to legitimize her. And the main reason, I hate to say this, that I think they're going to win is because of what that reporter asked Triple H in the press conference, asking about African Americans implementing that he could be racist. He's not. That's what they're saying. So because of that, and because of how sensitive Triple H is to what the fans say on internet, Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair will be the women's tag team champions because of that. And I'm not saying they don't deserve it. I would pick them to win it, but Triple H is a very sensitive man. He's a huge, huge wrestling fan. He's not a businessman. He's a wrestling fan. He takes that into consideration first. Jade and Bianca walk out as champions, and Jade needs that belt. They're going to win it.
Well, let's
Guarantee
take
it,
that
slam dunk it.
Well, and that's very true as well. But I mean, if that's the case, then you could look at Io Sky because I mean they're the Asian tag team, and then you got the other black tag team
but
there
the
as well.
Americans don't care about that though. The reporter asked a specific question, right? And Triple H is not racist at all, absolutely not. But what I'm saying is he's a sensitive man.
Well, that's what happens when you let woke people into the press conference, man. Same thing happened at UFC when they were all questioning Sean Strickland in Toronto, right?
Well, he doesn't care though.
No,
he's an alpha male, but Triple H is not like that. So Jade and Bianca will take it. They deserve it. I would book them to win it, regardless of that reporter's question. But that is taken into consideration when deciding who gets the belts, and I can almost guarantee they're going to win it.
All right, let's move on to the next one here. WWE United States Championship is on the line in a triple threat. You got LA Knight champion defending against Andrade and Carmelo here. This is going to be an interesting one. This is the one I'm looking forward to. I think this is going to be a great match through and through.
Yeah, it is.
All these guys.
Yeah.
It's going to be really, really fun. And I mean, considering the way Carmelo and Andrade have been working together, they look great. I almost feel the champion's the odd man out here in this match. But that being said, you know what? I have a feeling that Carmelo is going to win.
You're right. Carmelo and Andrade they got great chemistry. They've had some good matches, but I think they're going to keep an LA Knight. He just got it not that long back. He took it off Logan Paul. Carmelo and Andrade, they're not good on the stick. They're not that very charismatic where LA Knight is, and he still works well. We'll see a great match, but I think LA will get a sneaky pin, and LA Knight walks out of there.
Yeah, possibly. I just feel that maybe putting it on Carmelo, like we always talk about, and you're a big proponent of this, the younger talent. Give the younger
I
talent
know. If I was
chance,
booking the match, I put it on Carmelo, but I'm
Yeah.
not booking it, so I think LA is going to keep it.
But I almost feel that this is where Carmelo wins it in a sneaky way. Like you're saying, a sneaky way for LA Knight. I almost feel like Andrade is going to do something. LA Knight going to be the victim of it, and Carmelo is just going to come in and clean up on it. I just have a feeling there. Well, let's see. Let's see how that
But I
plays
got
out.
LA, but you could be right.
All
It's
right.
gonna
Well,
be
I'm
a
gonna
good
go
match.
Carmelo.
One of the matches I'm more looking forward to.
Yeah, yeah, no, 100%. I am too. All right, let's go into the inaugural titles now. The inaugural women's WWE Crown Jewel Championship match. Liv Morgan versus Nia Jax. I'll be honest, man, when this was all announced and we knew that it was gonna be Nia versus Liv here, I thought, well, this is a mismatch. This makes no sense at all. But enter Raquel Rodriguez and things kind of be interesting here. Enter Tiffany Stratton as well, if things could be interesting here. I'm kind of torn on this one, man. I mean, by all accounts, realistically speaking, if you're looking at it from what both women have done, I mean, Nia should just squash the shit out of her, right? There should
Yeah,
even be any conversation about that in any form. But with Raquel now and Tiffany, I almost feel like the momentum is on Liv's side. I mean, considering what she did on NXT last night as well, or earlier this week, taking out Rhea Ripley with a baseball bat with Raquel.
yeah,
I have a feeling I think it's going to be Liv Morgan here, man, and in an upset.
yeah. You know,
It's not going to
like
be
you said,
clean. It's not going to be
yeah,
clean.
probably Liv's going to take it. Like you said, she's been on NXT. There, it seems the momentum's with her. It seems like the bookers are behind her. Maybe they don't think
You just
Nia's champion, a great champion. I'm not sure what the reasoning is, but I
she
got a gut feeling that Liv's going to take it.
she just signed a 5-year deal, man.
Doesn't mean they want her to be in the main
No, no,
event,
no.
right?
But meaning wise, like she signed a new contract as well on top of all this, right? So I mean, you almost feel like that's one of those things that you just do right off the bat, like just to commemorate it, I guess. I don't know. I mean, just something. But I just have a feeling it's gonna be Liv here, man.
Yeah, I think the momentum's with her. We'll
Now,
see. It should be.
I
Who
think
knows?
it'll be a
Maybe.
fun fight. It'll be fun. It'll
Yeah,
be fun, right? I mean, you got David versus Goliath in essence, really. I mean,
yeah.
right? So I think it should be a fun card. I think we have something kind
Liv
of
Liv
interesting
can't
here.
win it clean though.
No, it won't be clean. She's got too many people out there, right? And I mean, it might not even be Liv who costs her. It could be Tiffany. I mean, they've
Yeah.
been hinting at it, hinting at it. I mean, after this, where does Nia go? We already know what direction Liv's going in. We know what's ahead of her, sort of a deal. But
Mm-hmm.
after this defense, what is next for Nia Jax? And everything's pointing her and Tiffany. It's going to come down to that somehow. I have a feeling at some point here, and for all we know, this is where she cashes in. She may cash in on one of them. Who knows?
Yeah.
There's a lot to be played out here, right? So this one could be interesting. This could be your surprise match. This could be the oh my god moment, sort of a deal. Let's see how it plays out. All right, let's move on to probably what will be the main event of the night here. Crown Jewel Championship match. Gunther versus Cody Rhodes. I think they've already laid the groundwork here. I was kind of going back and forth who should win this, who should get this. But you know what? I'm really thinking Cody's going to win now. I have a feeling that Goldberg is going to make an appearance here somewhere just because of him jumping over the guardrail. And, he's looking for that retirement match. And I think it's going to be him and Gunther having this retirement match, maybe at Survivor Series, right? I don't know. I mean, we're not sure outside of War Games itself what to expect from the rest of that card here in Vancouver. But I mean, I just think with everything that's going on, I think Cody's going to win it somehow by Gunther being distracted or something. It's kind of a tough one.
So what's on the stake? Are both or what's on the line here? Are both belts on the line?
No, no, there's nobody's titles on the
Yeah,
line.
I know. So that's
Wins.
what that's why I knew the answer, but I wanted to bring that up to you. So you'd say this is why this is a joke of a match. So what's the point of this match then? Two
It's for the
champions, but not
Saudis.
putting the belts on the line.
It's for the Saudis, man. That's what they want.
No, no, I get it, but just look at it from this way. You're putting your two champions from Raw and SmackDown. You're putting them in the main event. No belts on the line, so the match is completely meaningless then, right? Because that's what I'm saying. Whether the Saudis want it or not, regardless, this match has no meaning to it now. It's just a regular match. It's like Pacquiao versus Mayweather. We're not going to put our belts on. Let's just fight for fun.
Well, the Crown Jewel belt is on the line.
Yeah, I know, but that doesn't really mean much, right? The
Well,
main piece of WWE. So this match to me is pretty much irrelevant. It's just it
well,
will
the
build
women's
some
match is
stories.
the
But
same then. The
hmm?
women's match is the same. Neither
Yeah, I know,
one's
I know. That's what I'm
right.
saying. You're having matches on a pay per view. You expect us to buy this pay per view, but we're not going to put some titles are not none of the titles on the line for any of these. Does any match have a title on the line?
Yeah, U.S. title is on the
Yeah,
line.
U.S. title. Okay, what else
The
we got?
women tag team title is on the line. Uh,
Exactly. So the most important belts are not on the line here. So why would I want to watch this pay per view? I probably won't. I'll watch it for the show. I'd rather watch college football because at least it means something. Anyways, the prediction wise, yeah, Goldberg's going to come out. He's going to spear Gunther. they're going to have a match. Nobody's going to win clean, Rhodes or Gunther, but interference, Cody should take the victory. And then and they love Goldberg in Saudi Arabia, right? And so they want him there. And what better time to bring him out? He'll have another match. Gunther will beat him sometime, and away he
And
goes.
I think that leads up to Survivor Series. You got Kevin Owens. I mean, I'm just trying to predict off the top of my head what to look for the rest of these matches that we're gonna probably see after this. So you probably get Cody and Kevin at Survivor Series, and you probably get Goldberg versus Gunther at Survivor Series. That could be his retirement match, right?
I would love to sit in that press conference and ask Triple H, how do you expect the fans to want to buy this pay-per-view when the heavyweight men's titles are on the line and the women's titles, their heavyweight belts are on the line? And you expect us to spend whatever the pay-per-view price, $50, buy the network? Why?
We've seen this happen before.
Well, it's happened before, but I want to know why. I thought this was a new era. I thought
same
this was
reason. No, it's the same reason. They don't want to separate the titles right now. If
then,
either guy
then don't put two champs against each other then.
But that's the whole beauty of that particular championship, man. Is
I know, so they're saying,
I
know they're using the crown jewel, but I get what they're doing. But what I'm saying is, if you expect us to take this seriously as a pay-per-view and invest in it and spend 3 to 4 hours sitting on our couches with our kids or whatever watching this, and most of the matches are fair, not all of them, but some of them are meaningless. Well, why? If it doesn't mean anything to you guys, we could feed off of that. We know what you're doing, and I get it. Saudis want it; they're paying. You got a crown jewel belt to circumvent not using the heavyweight titles. I get why they're doing it, but to me, it's a meaningless match.
Well, I mean, it matches a match. I'm gonna watch it, but I hear what you're saying.
So for me, it's like I'll watch college football and I'll record this and get to it later because it's not. There's nothing of importance of it, right? It's
fair
just
play,
like
fair play.
To me, it's like I don't want to say they're stealing money, but they're taking advantage of the fans. Like there's such hardcore fans that'll allow them to do this kind of crap, and I think it's a joke.
Well, I think the Saudis play a big role in what they're asking.
Of course they do, but then they need to say, hey, then split up Gunther and Cody and let them have a match against somebody else. Even if they win the belts, but make it mean something. This match means nothing.
Well, I mean, the
match there's nothing at stake.
Yeah, but that crown jewel belt is at stake.
Yeah, but nobody cares about that belt over here. It's useless. It's for the Saudis. I get it, but we're not going to care about it in North America, right? Or anywhere else in the world with their belt.
Fair play, man. All right, I tell you what, that's it. We made our predictions. We'll see if we were right.
No, we got Seth versus Bronson Reed.
Oh yeah, Seth versus Bronson Reed.
And before we get into that prediction, watching Seth Rollins when they had that parking lot brawl, watching those punches are absolutely pathetic. And they're egg beater punches. I see 8-year-old kids in the boxing gym hitting better than Seth. Seth Rollins, you are a grown man hitting a 300-pound monster with this egg beater stuff. That is absolutely pathetic on your part and weak. And I watch this kind of stuff and it makes me think, like, why am I watching this? It's so pathetic. He's not even putting any effort out. You're hitting a 300-pound man and you're hitting him like this with those egg beater hands. Gutless, pathetic. And I like Seth. He's a great athlete, great entertainer. But how am I going to believe you're hurting a 300-pound man when you're punching like this?
Fair enough.
Pathetic. Okay, let's get into predictions. I had to waiting for that one.
Man, you're letting it out today, brother.
No, it's just pathetic. Like they expect us to invest in buying this stuff, and you got a grown man hitting a 300-pound monster like this, and you expect us to believe you're hurting him?
I mean, it's also, you can also say when he stomped him on the car and he just got up. You know what I mean? So I know what you're saying.
Yeah, but at least the stomp looks somewhat believable. Like wrestling, this is the thing. Wrestling looks best and is best when it's as believable as possible. When you're hitting like that, that's pathetic.
Let's see if they make it. If he makes it up in this match. One thing I'll notice, he's dressing down, man. He's looking more and more casual.
Yeah, he's in the burn it down set. Yeah, I like how he's doing
right?
that. Yeah.
So he's dressing down. All right. Prediction wise, I mean, this thing's going back and forth. Now, Seth doesn't need the victory here per se. I almost feel that you have to give it to Bronson because he is the up and coming guy. If Seth is doing the right thing by business and building the next generation up, Bronson Reed needs it, man. And to be fair, Bronson's done everything they've asked him to do. I mean, he was kept off the Australia card. The guy's Australian, right? If you're going to put him on a card, you put him on a card at home. And he didn't even get the chance to perform at home on that card, right? So I'm going to go Bronson Reed here because you got to keep this guy strong. He's already coming off a series of losses from Braun Strowman, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, Seth is not going to lose anything here. If anything, you take him off because, I mean, we know where Seth is going from here. He's got CM Punk coming up next, right? So I'm going to go Bronson Reed. I think Bronson wins it just to keep him strong. Seth has already got a program already coming, right? So I think this is Bronson's opportunity to kind of elevate himself and keep going here. That's my pick.
I want Bronson to win. If I was booking it, Bronson would win. Fortunately, I'm not booking it, and I think Seth's going to win. And the reason being, I can't remember the last time Seth has been such a small player on Raw. You know, Bronson Reed is a great talent. I love him. He's big, he's strong, but he's a mid carder right now. So Seth is down here in the mid cards, lower cards here. And you're right, he's got a program coming with CM Punk. So what better way for him to end this feud here, beat Bronson Reed, work his way back up, fight Old Man Punk, and get that going. So for just because of that thinking that I have, I got Seth winning this. Although I
No,
wish Bronson was
you're
winning
right.
it.
You're
Seth's
right.
got
And
this.
I don't disagree with your line of thinking either. I'm just thinking more along the lines of the fact that he's already lost to Braun Brick or Braun Strowman, right? I mean, and Strowman's not even on TV right now anywhere to be seen. So it's kind of fruitless that he took all that, won it, and Bronson's still kind of grinding along here, right? So let's see how it plays out, man. I mean,
But yeah, I got Seth winning it just because I think they want to start bringing his trajectory up and up and up because he's going to the main event here with CM
yeah,
Punk soon.
and
So I don't think losing to Bronson Reed is going to be a good way to kick him up.
no, fair play, fair play. I get that. I can see that as well. All right, guys, those are our predictions. Those are our thoughts. Crown Jewel this Saturday, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. It's one of those daytime pay-per-views. So if it's rainy and cold and you have nothing to do, this is a perfect excuse to sit inside. But if you're like Mr. Chance Michaels, record it, watch college ball, and get back to it when you can. Guys, I'm Sam.
Absolutely.
He's Chance. We'll come back to you guys soon. Check you later. Good. That one's done too.
Yep.
All right.